All right, folks, this is Cimbolic reporting out to you on the October 17th broadcast of the Council of 12. Great show. Our theme going forward, general umbrella theme, is taking back the neighborhood, building strong communities. And today the issue we discussed was block clubs and the role of block clubs in a neighborhood to make the neighborhood strong, empower the neighborhood to ward off threats and abuses from both within the community and outside the community. And the way we frame the problem is, what if the community has no block club? How do you form a block club? How do people in the community form a block club? And that is what we talked about. We came up with lots and lots of solutions to little barriers that might, well, just barriers that might pop up, some tools people can use, and just some areas that they might want to be aware of if they've never had a block club. We had council members who attended. Liberating Truth, TMOT was there. Angels Nup Nup 07, a new council member, Ron in Seoul 75. Welcome, Ron, to the council. We also announced some new council members. In addition to Ron, Ebonyqueenstandup, we announced that she's joined the council. We've announced that. Oh, let me see. I have a list of people who have joined the council here. Ebonyqueenstandup, HairNailsBeautytips, and yeah, those are the two others. And last week we welcomed StatuesqueOne. So the basic issue or problem, as I say, was how do you form a block club if you don't have one? We talked about how the first thing is there may be people who know who have experience with block clubs. Elder Edwards, Liberating Truth, has experience with those in the past. He contributed a lot of substance to the call. He recommends, make contact with people who have experience with them, or even go to other communities and sit in on block club meetings and learn about how a block club operates. So the knowledge already exists. It's just a matter of going out, locating it, and observing and asking to observe. Then forming the block club, a lot of outreach, knock on doors, go door to door, introduce yourself, explain what you're doing. As far as a meeting place, where should people meet? One of the solutions is that there are recreation centers or churches or community centers in different communities. The block club or the people can look into obtaining one of those places. If it needs to be funded, the block club can have dues paid. If there are no, well, most neighborhoods have some sort of community center of some sort, but if for some reason there's not, or maybe if it's a rural area, people may want to meet in each other's homes, maybe rotate the meetings between the homes. There's sort of a delegation of duties, people to record the decisions, people to take notes, minutes. More of how do you get the word out? You can do it by leaflet, you can do it by posting leaflets on the doors. So posters, leaflets, as far as announcing an outreach for the block club. The block club can interface with the city council or the mayor's office, with the authorities. So there's a political force behind block clubs. Then in terms of getting more people to participate, and in terms of maintaining the participation, one solution would be that once there are several victories and accomplishments, these could be broadcast and publicized, by leaflet again, by poster. There was an idea to maybe make an adhesive sticker so that if the block club is able to say get the city to install a stop sign at a dangerous intersection, you could put the sticker on there that says victory of the block club, or courtesy of the block club, or brought to you by the block club, or lobbied for by the block club. And in this sense, people get a sense of the victory and accomplishments, and they it sort of keeps people involved and encourages other people to participate. Angels Nup Nup recommended inviting the youth to the block club. that a lot of youth like to participate in these things, and we talked about how that also creates a greater sense of family within the community. We talked about just in general the positive things that a block club can accomplish. What other whether there are resistances, if there's resistance to the block club from let us say other organizations in the neighborhood, just basically approaching it in a beginning in a friendly, diplomatic manner, and then, if necessary, challenging. If there's, for instance, or there's non-participation, say, from a church or a temple or another place of worship, they could be directly challenged, you know, and said, hey, look, you're part of this community. You say you help the community. You say your ethics call for helping the community, and you're not doing it. And, you know, if you don't do it, you know, we'll go to the city, you know, we you know, for to have you help us with the resources that you're supposed to be providing, meeting rooms, what have you. There can be activities created by the block club, and we talked about how what you really need to do is maybe quickly go out, find the people who are sympathetic to the idea. There may be a lot of people talking about a block club, but they don't know each other exists. So doing a quick door-to-door or other posting through these methods, finding the people who are of like mind and who are interested in it, forming a core group first, and then the necessity of that core group then expanding out and persuading others to join and showing them how it could join. Angel Snup Snup contributed the idea that I'm sorry, my brain just went on to hold. Oh, that we may need to sell it to persuade people to actually sell the effectiveness of the block club. Liberatingtruth contributed that you want to show them what the block club can do. So in a sense, you want to also show them, you know, here we are at point A, and here's where we want to be at point B. Safe environment, clean streets, no crime. And so in a sense, kind of showing people a vision also of what the neighborhood can be like in that sense. Towards the end of the show, we talked about what if people fear retaliation from whomever for the block club, but we decided that that was probably a large topic. We got to that, I think, in the last 3 minutes of the show, so we are sort of postponing that as a topic for a later show. It ties in actually with one of the prior topics we dealt with 1 or 2 shows ago when we talked about the Darian Albert case and citizens being afraid to contribute information you know, that would assist the authorities in ending crime. So, you know, there are techniques there too, but it was just too broad a topic. We have to break these up into under the general umbrella of building strong communities, taking back the neighborhood. We have to go topic by topic, and so it'll span through several shows. What other solutions? Ron and Soul 75 asked if anybody had really explored government grants and monies for this under perhaps neighborhood improvement, or, you know, there are grants that exist. We don't know what grants might be out there. So one of the solutions proposed there was maybe someone would step forward, maybe one of the viewers, someone one of our audience would step forward and volunteer to research what grants do exist and where those grants are. Maybe we could publish this maybe on a website so that people could go to this as a resource and find out where these grants are and apply for them. And who knows what's out there, but right now there's a lot of stimulus money out there. Might as well stimulate the neighborhood. So that was a great idea too. So I think I covered most of the general solutions in that the way we framed the problem is there is no block club. How do people organize one? That's basically what we came up with. Feel free to comment your ideas in the contribute your ideas in the comment box. Please send in some issues for next week's show. It's great under the topic, under this topic, but you can also bring in personal issues. In a way, everything falls under, strong communities, strengthening communities, strengthening the families, taking back the neighborhood. It's all part of it. So, email your issue in to the council members, especially Angel Snupnup 07. I'll have links in the description box, and we'll deal with more issues next week. Broadcast a show, people participate. That's where we gain our strength. We want to create a real firestorm of ideas through brainstorming, and the more heads the better. 1, 2 is better than 1, 3 is better than 4, and 5 million is better than 10. Okay folks, thanks very much. Talk to you later. Bye bye.